like the West Bottoms.
Yeah.
Oh, Union Station might also be an option. That might be hard to deal with though, with all the people.
I mean, Union Station, typically we just go up by like the fountain area of Union Station, so that wouldn't be that big of an issue. We can always park and like walk across the street if we have to.
Okay.
For that.
Mainly just Kansas City landmarks, cool things like that. And I haven't lived here in a while, so we're up for suggestions on where that would be.
I'm writing all of this down.
I mean, even Power and Light, if we could get some cool ones there, or the Plaza, maybe the Plaza would be a cool place.
It's a little bit of drive, though. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
More time, and it'll definitely be busier down there to try to do something.
That's true.
There's something at Power and Light that I would use.
Yeah, there's some cool buildings, but
I think what you named already is going to be quite the list. I mean, you have to keep in mind we'll have to have drive time to these places.
Right.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And to each place, we probably only need to allow like 15 minutes at each location. It's going to take longer for us to get to the location, right? It's going to get the pictures at the location. Because we don't want to spend too much time there. People get bored. It's not a good thing. So just like 15 minutes is all that we really need to allow, but we need to allow plenty of time for drive time because we're going to be on a bus.
Right.
It's going to go a little bit slower than cars and traffic.
The Kauffman Stadium trip might be a little bit longer than that, though, because Brian, one of my groomsmen, works for the Royals.
Oh,
which is why we chose the stadium. But if we work this out, he was saying that we would go into the stadium onto the field.
Okay, well then we would obviously want to allow more time. 15 minutes would not be enough for that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not something we have to have set in stone right now. But just to know that we are going to stop there and possibly go in the stadium is helpful.
You might want to kind of prioritize.
Yeah.
Which
Definitely.
ones you
have to go
and
to
which
first.
ones you can eliminate if you run out of time.
Right.
Well, and some of it too, like the stuff that I like downtown with like the brick walls and that kind of thing, we can pick any brick wall.
That can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be downtown. It's just a brick wall.
Yeah, exactly.
But they still look really cool in pictures.
Yeah, and a lot of those ideas I saw on your website. So some of them even have like some of the graffiti in the back. I mean, we don't want too much of that, but I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Barney Alice Plaza is right across the street
That's
from
true.
the little theater. And in June, the fountain should be on. So that you could get several
I'm so excited for June right now.
I know.
All right.
But the little theater marquee will have like our names on it, so we want to get all of that.
We definitely need pics in front of the marquee. All right. Awesome. Sounds fun. What time is your ceremony? Do you have that set yet?
No, because part of it will depend on this and the coverage for the photographer. So I'm kind of trying to work backward.
Makes sense. Do you know what time your reception is starting?
6:30, 6 or 6:30, and we're not doing a cocktail hour, so that's why it's a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to save some money there. So if we do like dinner at 6:30, then we can say we need 2 hours to take pictures. We're at 4:30. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that will also influence our coverage time with the photographer as well.
Right. Hey, April, can I have your assistance, please?
Yo.
I don't know exactly where the little theater is. That's why. Do you know where the little theater is?
No, I know it.
It's at 13th and Grand.
Municipal Auditorium, right across the street from Bartle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like 2 blocks from Power and Light, all right there.
Okay. So, the first place that we want to stop is definitely going to be the Kauffman Stadium, probably, right?
I would think so, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then,
Probably then Kauffman Theater, right?
Probably.
Those two are near each other, Union Station and the theater, Kauffman Theater, or whatever we call
Well,
it.
they're several blocks apart. If you were going to do the West Bottoms, I would say that would be next, and then go downtown. And
Where's West Bottoms?
Well, it's on the west side of the city, obviously. So the Kauffman Stadium's on the east side.
Yeah.
Then go to the west side, and then come back downtown and do the Kauffman Center then, and then Barney Alice and the little theater, because then you'll be right there. So you'll be kind of making a big circle and coming back to where the reception's going
Is
to be.
West Bottoms that different than other things downtown that we would need to go all that way and back?
It's old industrial area and it's very close to downtown.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Very close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
there
not
would
that
be
far away.
some places that we could stop there.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
They got really full, like under the bridges, like you can do shots under the bridges.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Okay.
that.
Oh, with hobos
Pillars and stuff.
What's what, hobos? Yeah.
Red.
It's a good juxtaposition.
Alright, so let's see here.
I think you'd like the West Farm. In fact, we could drive down there today if you want to.
Okay.
Because we're going to be down there.
Okay.
And let you see what that's about.
Alright, let me rewrite all this.
You know where Pam works?
Mm.
All right.
Okay, Stadium West Bottoms, and what'd you say? Union Station?
Then we said these Kaufman Performing
Yeah,
Arts
then
Center.
go downtown. And then Barney Alice and a little theater.
You skipped Union Station. We missed it.
Okay. Then after West Bottoms, then I would go to Union Station.
I don't know if we're gonna honestly have time to stop at 5 places. That's gonna be a lot.
Is anything similar that we could cut out?
Well, the fountains at Union Station will be comparable to the fountains at Barney Alice Plaza.
Okay.
Would you agree?
I don't know Barney Alice Plaza.
Fountain's a fountain.
Yeah, I mean, the
It's
fountains
what's
at Barney
behind
Alice
it.
is long,
It's
where
long.
the fountains at Union
It's like
Station
a circle.
are big circles, you know, and they come up out of the center, where Barney Alice it's like a long, and it's like a staircase, and the water kind of flows down the staircase.
Oh, I see.
But it makes for good pictures, I've seen them.
Well, plus, if we want more of the marquee, we could cut out Union Station and do more at Barney Alice Plaza. We could get the
I
little
honestly think that
theater.
if any of these, I would probably cut out Union Station.
Okay.
I would
Union
too.
Station, it's okay. It's not.
Yeah, I agree. The other thing too is the Kaufman Center means nothing to me. It's just a cool building.
Okay.
So we could also cut that out
Okay.
if we don't think we'll have time.
Well, plus Barney Alice and Marquee and all that's one stop.
Right,
That's true.
That's your final stop.
Yeah.
So. Well, we'll drive by those places today.
I would say Kaufman Performing Arts Center is just tentative then.
Okay.
Right.
And then we can do the majority at the stadium because that's cool. West Bottoms
That's
is the
really cool.
industrial like I like.
Uh-huh.
And then Barney Alice is right there where we're going to be anyway.
Right.
Is the Folly Theater right there, do you know?
I don't. I'm horrible with directions. April, do you know where the Folly Theater
Municipal
is?
Auditorium's on 13th.
Uh-huh.
Is that Crossroads?
And
No,
Bartles.
it's more downtown, I thought.
Bartles address may not be that.
We'll look today.
The
We're gonna
13th
be going
runs
down
in
there a little
between.
later, so.
But from,
So that's a maybe. You think the Foley Theater is cool? Foley Theater.
Yeah, you can't. So we'll scope out right around
Yeah.
the little theater what sites specifically.
Okay.
from Kaufman Stadium to Municipal Auditorium is a 15-minute drive. I thought it was longer than that.
No, everything's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Right down I-70, yeah.
Then West Bottoms it's within 5 minutes. I mean, it's really right there. It's just stoplights and stuff to get to it.
So I think we need to at least allow 30 minutes for Kaufman Stadium, at least, just because it's kind of cool. It's going to be. I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to pull like right up to the stadium, possibly.
We should be.
No game.
Yeah.
Right,
There's
no
no game
game.
that day, so we should be able to just like pull right up and hop out, but still we're gonna have to make a trek to get inside.
Yes.
I would at least do like 30 or 45 minutes for
I
that.
think it's worth it. That's going to be cool.
I think it's totally worth it. That's something very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would definitely do that.
Okay.
And the West Bottoms may take a little more than 15 minutes. Because
Yeah.
there might be several different locations down there you'll want to take.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and cross off the Kaufman Performing Arts Center then.
Okay.
Something we can always put back in if the stadium
Well,
doesn't-
or
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
true.
have you guys done engagement pictures yet?
No, I don't think we're going to.
You're not gonna do engagement
No,
pictures.
we debated back and forth, and
Okay.
I don't think that we are.
Okay. Well, since you guys booked us for your wedding, your engagement pictures are gonna be 20% off of our packages, though. So if you would want to do that, it's not as expensive as just doing engagement pictures. So.
And I think too, if we do it, I was told that all of those are retouched. Is that right?
No, you get the disc off.
Oh,
of those.
we get the disc
You
off.
get 10
I
of
know.
those retouched.
Okay.
Okay, so we should probably allow at least 30 minutes at West Bottoms, I think, as well, because there's some pretty cool locations down there.
Okay.
So travel time from Kaufman Stadium to West Bottoms.
What'd you say? 15 minutes?
I just went to the Municipal Auditorium. I don't know where.
Another 10 minutes to get it. So I'd like 20 or 25 minutes from
Yeah, I would.
From Kaufman to West Bottoms?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay. Our initial drive to the stadium's 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
From where?
From
From the chapel.
20 minutes.
Yeah, and we're in a bus too.
Yep.
So.
And plus, just getting people off and on, you know, there's
Right.
too much yapping going on, so you gotta allow a few extra minutes.
Dave's so yappy.
No, I doubt if it's Dave.
It won't be us.
Maybe not us, it won't be you.
Yeah. That's true.
And then,
So we're up to 2 hours just with these 4 places, not including picture time at the chapel or any time at Barney Alice.
Yeah, I would allow at least 30 minutes at Barney Alice and the little theater.
yeah, but they're right beside each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that can just be like combined 30 minutes right there.
And that could be, since that's at the end, if you're running ahead of schedule, you know, before your
You
guests
could always
start
use
writing.
more time there.
Yeah, you can, you know, do more pictures, or if you're running less, you won't have as many pictures there.
Okay.
If you're running late.
Then how long does it normally pictures at the chapel? Because
Are you guys seeing each other prior
No.
to the ceremony?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But we can do, if we want to do like all the guys in the chapel and then all the girls and that kind of thing, we could
can
get
do
that out of the
stuff
way.
first. Yeah, and I think we should do you first, if you're going to be ready first, just because then you can be hidden away, and if
Okay.
people see him, it's not a big deal,
That's a good idea, yeah.
because then you can be hidden away and not everybody will see you before. I would have. How big is your bridal party?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Are your guys' families large?
No.
No?
Average.
Average size
Yeah.
families? Okay. I would allow like 30 minutes with each before, like up at the altar, just because that's plenty of time to get like you with your parents and with his parents, vice versa, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
And then at the end, then you won't have to spend as long for
Right.
pictures afterwards. You can just allow like 15 minutes to finish up like the ones of all you guys together. 'Cause it's going to take longer for people to switch out of pictures than it is for us to take pictures.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say that we have large families. I just think they're unique families. Like there's a lot of step parents and half brothers and
Okay,
sisters.
well, as long as everybody
things like that.
knows they need to stay after, then you should be fine. As long as like people that know that they're in pictures and know they need to stay, you should be
Yeah.
all right.
Are you going to be the one there?
I can be if you would like.
No, I'm just wondering.
Let me just see.
It may not matter. My question is there like a really specific, these are the pictures that we're taking? Like, can I let grandparents know, you're going to be in these pictures, don't run away until they're done?
No, I
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to make sit down and make a list before that day. If you provide us with the list, it'll be a lot easier
Okay,
because
that's what I want to
you're
know.
most likely going to want 2 photographers for your wedding.
Yes.
I don't think we have set photographers. We've marked off photographers
Okay.
for you, but not chose who they are yet.
That's all I was wondering is, do you guys have a list that we should tweak? Should we make the list?
I have a list that I'll send out that's like a wedding day info sheet that is like who's your bridesmaid's mother's father, just so we don't have like the awkward situation where somebody is deceased and we bring that up or something like that.
Okay.
But then also it's helpful if you have a list of what specific pictures you want.
Yes.
Possibly like grouped by like family or
Yes.
something like that, like biggest to smallest, then people can just leave when they're done.
I'd like this part to be as organized as possible, so we
It
don't
needs to
miss a
be, yes.
picture, so people don't get confused where to
Right,
go.
and the more organized it is, the easier it's going to be for everybody. Because if you have 2 photographers don't need to be taking pictures right then. One photographer needs to be taking pictures, and the other one can be like directing traffic.
Okay.
That was going to be my next question to you, because her sister got married this past August, and the photographer asked that somebody, a family member, was there to say, okay, the next picture needs to be these people. And that.
And if you guys have a family member that would be willing to do that, that would be helpful because they know everybody.
Mhm.
But if not, then
You guys.
we
No,
can
no,
do
we
it.
should, we should make a list and just give it to them, and that way.
Nobody
that-
has to worry about it.
But Dave, the problem is then, and Amy brought this up, and it was an excellent point, so that they say, okay, next I need, Dave's grandparents and his mom and dad, but she doesn't know who those people are. So some of them are over here talking, and some of them are over here
No,
doing
those
this.
people will be briefed ahead of time that you will be in pictures.
That's how
they get their
you will
own
be in this
list.
location.
Yeah,
Okay.
people need to know that they're going to be in pictures, and if they're separated out by like the Jones family, the Smith family, then it'll be easy
Okay.
because they can just the biggest group come up and then just pick them off and take pictures.
I figured I'd make a little sheet for each person. Here's your pictures. Don't run away.
There you go. Super organized.
You're dismissed when you're in these pictures.
After you've taken 4 pictures, you may leave.
Correct.
Until then, do not. So I want to go over all of this with Mike before it's all set in stone.
Okay.
Just because he's been doing this for a lot longer than I have, and I don't want to say something is plenty of time and then it's not.
Okay.
So after we do all this today, I'll type it all up and have Mike look at it and send a copy to you. I know that we're going out of town next week. We're going to Georgia for a conference. So it might not be until the next week that I can get that to you, but I'll type it up today and send it over.
Okay.
So.
We have plenty of time too, right?
Oh yeah, you have plenty of time. We have some brides that are like, they want it now.
Oh.
Like if they want to know what's going on, which I can understand that.
Well, I do, but I'm not like
Right.
gangbusters to get it done. That's part of the reason why
Right.
we're doing this now.
Yeah.
So if something else takes a little longer, it's no big deal.
Right, and then also like we would like to meet with you again like a month prior, just
Okay.
to see if things have changed and any of that good
Okay.
stuff. So let's allow like 15 or 20 minutes after the ceremony for pictures up at the altar. I would say let's just allow 20 extra minutes after the ceremony for pictures at the altar, and then maybe like 10 minutes for pictures around the outside of the church. Probably don't even really need that long.
The outside of the church is really cool.
It is.
And we ring a bell at
Okay.
the end.
Okay.
So it probably logistically would work where we take our pictures outside.
Mhm.
And like when my sister got married, the majority of it was outside with the family.
Okay.
So what we could do is do outside, get us ringing the bell together, everybody's on the walk.
Okay.
Do our family pictures outside because there's also more room. The chapel's cozy.
Nice even lighting. It's outside.
Yep. And then we can do like the bridal parties and maybe immediate family inside the chapel. But the outside's, for all intents and purposes, much cooler than the inside. What do you think?
Mhm. And what happens is, I think this is, you're going to do the same thing Pamela did, is when the wedding party leaves the church, they walk down the front the front sidewalk, and there's 2 posts out by the street.
Uh-huh.
They stand there, the bride and groom stand there, everybody follows them out and lines the sidewalk. Then the bride and groom, as bubbles are being blown, walk back up and ring the bell.
Okay.
So that's a great place to get
Yeah.
some great pictures.
That's pretty cool.
But we may not do that.
We may do it opposite. We may do a receiving line for people to see us as they leave.
Okay.
And then we're just right there at the front and ring the bell. Same concept, just minor
Yeah.
difference.
So there's a lot of good opportunities
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
after the ceremony.
And you guys are doing bubbles then?
Something, yeah.
Something? All right. Yeah. So.
So all that's going to take a little bit of time as well
It
to
is,
get
yeah.
everybody out and.
Okay. I'm all backwards with this right here now. Seems to be like up here.